with this stuff in here now. Hi, Penelope. Thank you.
Man, I heard you done got you a dime piece, man. One of the Beyonce making good types, man. Is that true, man?
Welcome to my house. Let's do a tour. So we're gonna start out with the entryway. I'm obsessed with the entryway. Everything here is brought to you by Amazon. I have my shoes here, which is where I keep like my tennis shoes and all of like my house shoes. And then just a few little knickknacks, little things here and there. And this is all just my little Amazon finds. I've never had a little nook like this before. Finding something that fit this space took me a little bit of time, but I'm so excited with how it turned out. It's gonna be the darkest thing that you see in this house because I came here to bring the color, and that's what we're about to do. So next is the kitchen. We're gonna get right into it. I wanna start with a piece that made me I decorated my whole kitchen off of this one piece, and it is the Drew Barrymore beautiful air fryer. I saw it, it was so like vintage, and it's like the aesthetic of it was gorgeous. It is, yes, it is beautiful, but it's called beautiful. The line is called beautiful. And once I had it in the color, I was like, oh yeah, like I'm decorating everything based off of this colorway. And then I just kind of dabbled in color after that with like my knife set. The rest of them are in the dishwasher. All my little pieces that I had in here, these are from Amazon, these glasses, and I felt like they were the perfect little color situation that I wanted. It was pastels, but like not pastels. Like it's not giving Easter, but it's not giving like, you know, dull. Up top up there are my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful murals from my nieces. They made me such beautiful paintings when they came here to visit me for spring break. And so I kept them because in 10 years, I'm gonna sell them for $1,000 bajillion million. Then we move over to this section of the kitchen, which is my bar stools. I love them. I really didn't want like a dining table per se. I wanted to kind of keep the space open. And also when I moved in was during the holidays, so my Christmas tree was like big and bold over there. And I looked far and wide for these bar stools. The material had to be a very specific one that went well with like cleaning it easily, with cat hair being able to get off easily. So it was very important that I had this particular fabric. But as far as the shape, it just went perfectly with the couch and perfectly with the decor that was already in here. It was like not too much. And so I really liked that vibe. This is also where I sit up and work. So of course, like my laptop, my phones, all my batteries and all that stuff is usually in this section. Unless I have company, I put it away, but you know, you're my friend, girl, so I have to put nothing away from you. Table decor on here, I keep it pretty simple. I really, really want to change this, but I haven't quite figured out what I want to put up here yet. There used to be 3 of these up here. Penelope has broken 2 of them, so this is the last one that's alive. And so I just want to put these little containers here to not make it look so sad. The holidays are coming up, and I usually decorate this entire island for the holidays. So by the end of the holiday season, we will most likely have some beautiful decor to go on top of here. This is my couch. I searched for months and months and months. She's from Amazon. It's a sectional. You can get it in like so many different shapes. And I believe it ran me like 800 bucks. Like, I think it was so cheap, but I searched for months. It's a wholesale couch, so you can find it on multiple websites, but it was the cheapest on Amazon. And I've done all different types of variations of like this couch. I've done it like a L-shaped way. I've done 2 couches. I change it every time I clean. The reoccurring theme here is going to be that all this stuff is from Amazon. Going with that blue mint color again. I pulled that in with this blanket here. This is from Home Goods. Back to the living room. I got these from TJ Maxx. Well, I bought half of them from TJ Maxx, and I bought half of them from Amazon. You can get them on Amazon. They're just a little bit more expensive actually on Amazon. These are just, they're like old school board games. I thought this was so cute. They're like little Connect 4s and like Candyland, like the old school version of the game that our parents had when we were little. And I just thought that was like so cute, like vintage, adorable. All of them were just, I just was like, I want to have all of them. I want to have a game night. And I obviously, as you can see, I have not had a game night. I haven't played with them, any of them yet. They're all still in their boxes, but they're just so like cute that my mom saw it and she freaked out. She was like, oh my gosh, I used to play that when I was younger. And I was like, yeah, I know the vibes. And it just went with the color scheme so well. So as you can see, I got like 20 colors. I got every color that I could get my hands on. No, the hot pink one and then this one down here are both from Amazon. You can get the full set on Amazon. I think all 12 games together in one package is like 98 bucks, which is like super cheap. I think I paid 30 for each individual one. But I forgot to talk about my floor to ceiling curtains that I really like this wall. I think it was a great detail and I forgot to mention it, so. This is my TV that I got mounted when I first moved in. Everyone always talks about how this is an awkward place for a TV, but it was just like a perfect spot for me. And I made this frame myself. It's like, you know, a little pick off of the Sony frame that's like a gazillion dollars. I just got some wood, some rub and buff, and did my DIY thing. I think I have a video on it. If I do, I will link it. And if I don't, I will post it. I'm just taking my boxes. Okay. I just kind of keep this TV on like different screens. Like I sometimes put artwork on here. Most of the time it's the fireplace. And I really like it. I like how it turned out. I feel like it looks really like classy. And I like the fact that it's a DIY. It has character. Floor-length mirror that I love. It's just the gold one from Amazon. It's like the perfect size. I wanted to get the IKEA Hovet mirror, but I got it and it was too big for everywhere in my house. Like there was no corner that I could get it in and it like fit the dimensions of things that I already had up. So I did the proper thing that you're supposed to do when you're buying things for your house, and I used a measuring tape and measured things. Very hard for me, very tough for us girls, I know. These are my shelves from IKEA. I just got these mounted here. Something needed to go on this wall. It was blank for a very long time, but it was hard for me to figure out what to put on here. I didn't want any flat artwork anywhere in the house. I wanted everything to kind of be like have a little bit of dimension to it, so it was less things that I had to put in the space to keep it kind of open. So that's how I got with these big white like floating shelves, and then little knickknacks on there from like Hobby Lobby, and these are frames from Target. More Hobby Lobby things. This actually is a clock that was a wedding gift to my parents from like 25 years ago, and my mom gave it to me, so I just keep it. I think it's so cute. It's a wedding gift that she never used. And then just more knickknacks here. This is my bar cart. I've had her for a while. If you remember, in my old apartment I had taken the glass out and put like wallpaper over it and made like a marble like shelf situation, but now that's not the vibes anymore. So I took the wallpaper off and left it black with the glass. It took me forever to clean, y'all. I just have like my little collector shot glasses from all the places I've traveled, and like little knickknacks here and there for hosting. It's not super full because I don't really drink, but I like to have things in here just for company whenever I have people over, if they want to have a little cocktail, you know, something cute for them. Cutesy, very demure. This spot is usually a lot more full than it is right now. I usually have flowers here. As you will see, all the flower pots in my house are almost empty. I haven't had any flowers given to me recently. It's the men's faults. But anyways, I buy my own flowers. And I haven't just gotten out of the house to buy any. I've been traveling a lot, so I haven't been home enough to buy flowers. But this is usually filled with like some sort of roses. And then this usually has my Air Maxes. This usually houses my Air Maxes, but they're in the car because I have an early gym class tomorrow, and I cannot be in the gym listening to rock music. It's not happening. That's not what's meant for me. And then another way that I like to open up the space is a million mirrors. I have mirrors everywhere, mirrors in every corner, just to kind of keep the space as open as possible. All the circular mirrors are from Target, and I will link the similar one on Amazon. And all of the square mirrors outside of the one that you guys are going to see in the bathroom, not square, rectangle, those are from Amazon. And I just keep like my shoes here. I'm an UGG boot girl. They're my favorite shoe to put on every season of the year. Yes, it's still 80 degrees outside, and yes, I'm still wearing my Uggs to the grocery store. I'm from Florida, so that means we wear Uggs year round. There's never a time in which you don't wear Uggs. This is my bedroom. I'm obsessed with my bedroom. It took me the least amount of time to decorate because I went in with like a very specific vision of how I wanted it to look and like the pieces that I wanted. And I was able to repurpose a lot of things in my old apartment, like into here in a totally different way. A lot of the stuff that's on the walls is stuff that was in my office before, and I was able to just like revamp it. So this right over here is like my little like reading nook with all of my books on it, and all of like my little notes are here. My Bible is here where I sit down and I read all of the books that I have. Have I gotten through all of these? I've gone through the majority of these books. I'm working through all of them, and I just sit here at night and I do like my reading. I decompress before I go to bed, because you know it's not good to have screen time before bed. So I'm working on it. I might be still getting in bed and doom scrolling, but maybe not. You don't know. You're not here when I go to sleep. This is the viral Sam's Club mirror that went crazy all over TikTok and all over Instagram. Everyone was getting them because it's such a huge mirror, and I think it was like 60 bucks, like some crazy amount low. And I just like the detailing on it. It's so vintage. It looks like something I would have gotten out of an antique shop, and it's so beautiful. When I saw it, I knew I had to get it. I drove like an hour because they were out at my nearest Sam's Club. I drove like an hour to go pick it up, and I will insert clips of how I drove home with that mirror, like with this mirror in my car. It did not fit in my car. I drove with the mirror on top of my head. So update, I might have to get the Sam's Club mirror because she's a little bit skinnier, but she's taller, but she's thicker than the skinny one, for reference. Like an hour home, that's how much I needed it. I absolutely needed it. And then this is the lights from my old apartment. Y'all know it had like a darker feel in my old apartment, so I was able to repurpose this here with this, like changing the light bulb to a dimmer one. This was an Etsy find that I actually got on accident. Well, I didn't get it on accident, I got it on purpose. It was supposed to be like 20 more inches high, and it came to me this height, and then when I tried to return it, they were like, we'll refund you, just keep it. And so I've just been like, I keep like my lounge stuff here, like little house dresses when I roll out of bed and I just want to change out to something quick, and my night robes, my little dresses are here from just, you know, something easy, accessible to throw on when I don't want to lounge around in my big t-shirts all day. And then this is organically sourced pampas from my mom's backyard. I just did like a little hack where you hairspray it so like they don't come out. That's all people do when you guys buy pampas. They just spray paint it and it doesn't fall out. It gets stuck in there and looks like this forever. I actually just got these curtains put up last week, which is what motivated me to film this for you guys. And I haven't even steamed them yet, but they just really did their biggest one for the room. It completely changed the way that this whole space looked. I feel like it really elevated it and made it look complete. And I was like, what is it that's missing in here? Is it a rug? Like, what am I missing with the decor here? And then the curtains went up and I was like, oh, wow. Voila, I could live here forever. And so that's what really motivated me to really get on camera and show you guys like the vibes. And I did a little clip of my room after on Instagram, and you guys were just so sweet to me about my decor style in here. And I was like, let me show y'all the tea. And then my nightstands are actually vintage. My mom had these nightstands when I was like 4 or 5. and she doesn't have this kind of decor anymore, so she gave them to me. And all I did was change out the top with acrylic, because we know I have Penelope and she walks and jumps on everything and want the glass to freak her out. And then these are fake books, like they're the decorative books from Target. Yes, I'm one of those people who could not throw away boxes for years and years and years. I got this iPhone 7 months ago. I will throw this box away in a year and a half. I got like a bunch, like a PR from Pixie that went with the room. It's like a sleep pillow mist. I thought it was really cute to keep next to the bed. Even though I've never used her before, she's like here for decor. And then these little bitty pieces of artwork over here that just kind of added a little something to my empty wall. I really, really liked them, the way that they looked. I believe they're from Ross. I'm obsessed with my bed. Fun fact, you guys asked me the most questions about the bed in this room. And the reason I haven't answered is not because I'm a gatekeeper. No, I would never do that to you. It's because I made this bed myself. This is a soft frame bed dupe. It is hard wiring, like the hard, what's that thing? The box frame is like a metal box frame. And of course the mattress is on top. And then this is like, I made this, I had this made. I have so many clips that I haven't put together and edited. It was a long process. Tell me what you see in me. But once I saw like how the soft frame bed was made, like the structure of it, I was like, I am with everything. I can do that. I can probably make that. It was the most like stressful DIY that I've ever experienced in my life, but it turned out beautifully. It was so worth it, because it's like anything that I make in my house like brings me so much joy when I see it and it's like completed. And I'm able to just buy new fabric if I ever want to change my bed and just slip it on top. Like I could have whatever kind of bed I want. And it's so cheap to buy foam. You just go to like a salvage shop. My bedding is from Amazon. All of it is Amazon. I change out my sheets like crazy, probably like twice a month. I change out the colors. Sometimes it's pink in here. Sometimes there's orange, like a coral orange in here. I just like switch it up whenever I want something new or like a new vibe. I really, really like that it gives me like a new space feel. I'm excited to see the colorways that I'm gonna take it to for fall. I'm thinking like a deep mauve or like some sort of plum, like a pop of plum in here, but I don't know just yet. This is all the stuff that's on the nightstand over here, just little knickknacks. This sleep spray, am I allowed to say there's crack in this? You're gonna go to sleep. You're not, you're gonna go straight to bed. And then this is just like little knickknacks and stuff that I keep on here that just went with the decor. My favorite color is purple, but I try not to be like so purple. But if you knew me when I was a kid, my mom says this is the exact colorway as my kid bedroom. Like I had pattern sheets that was this is like a grown-up version of my childhood bed. And then I got the cutest PR package that like was personalized, and it said Asia is getting ready to glow. It's like a little sleep mask that had my name on it. I was like, you guys know me? I believe I either got it from L'Occitane or Pixie, one of those. But when they have my name on it, anytime any brand puts my name on anything, I cry. I actually shed real tears. So there's that. The sconce are from World Market, sure. Lastly is one that I got from an antique shop. At one point I was doing a lot of antique shopping. I was just really into that vibe. If you're ever in North Carolina, they have so many antique shops here, and I just like to explore, you know, see the vibes. And there's a million gazillion lights in here because I'm an adult who's afraid of the dark. So you're gonna see lots of little lights, and I know you're gonna be like, oh, she's setting the vibe. She's giving the mood. No, I'm afraid of the dark. The largest bathroom I've ever had. There's so much space in this bathroom. I'm still looking for wall art to go in here. I don't exactly know like what I'm putting on the walls that much per se, but I have so much stuff going on in here that every time I see something, it seems like it's too much. Like I'm not putting a fruit picture in here. I will not do it. I will not. But I think about it often. And I have just little fruits around here. It's kind of a dedication to my mom. My mom loved decorating with fruit when I was younger, and we had like the wine and the grapes and all that stuff in our kitchen. Like that was the decor of the kitchen. And then we had like one of the bathrooms had all the fruit in there. And then when I saw all this like fruit stuff, I was like, oh, it's like an ode to my mother. It makes me think of her every time I walk in here, and I love that because, you know, I love that lady. And so every time I saw a little fruit piece, I would get it. This is a Shein. Both of these are from Shein. It's like $7 and $2. And then we have these viral stools that I sit and do my makeup on, and I am obsessed with these stools. I think they're so cute. They're like, they can be elevated and they can also be like fun, and I just wanted to keep them like fun. At some point I think I'll definitely be able to take these to a new space and like work them in a way that's like super artsy and like really sophisticated, but as of right now I'm fun. I'm in my fun girl era. I love my shower. I like the stand-up shower. The glass, like it just gives like just grown-up adult, like living the life. And all of my organizers and stuff that's in here is all from Amazon. These things are built for tough. They're never falling down. I put so much stuff in here. I think these 3 products alone weigh like 20 pounds and nothing's ever happened. And then this is like my little skincare wall that houses all of my skincare products in color coordination. Yes, I had to. I had no choice. I was compelled. I saw someone do this on Pinterest and I was like, I want one. In a perfect world, if this wasn't here, I would do this entire wall with skincare and like PR and just do it all color coordinated. But until the time comes where I do that, I probably would do that maybe in like my next space where I like do a whole wall. It'll just rest here, my little nook. It's such a cute little like background to me washing my face and doing my things in the morning. I feel like I'm in a spa, like I'm in a store every time I do my skincare. And everything's on display, like I can see it. Of course I have way more like things in this, but I just like the way that this looks live. It keeps me feeling really aesthetic. I feel like my next most asked question is my closet. I just wanted it to be very like nice to look at. Like I wanted to come in here and not have my brain overwhelmed. Like I wanted it to just be pretty. Like if I'm running out of the house, I need a bag, I grab the bag. Like I need shoes, I know what shoes. I just wanted it to look chill in here, like just nice to look at. And then I have the lights that are under here. They're motion sensor, but I turned them all off because I feel like it would have caused me chaos if they would have just been flickering on and off in the video. So they do turn on whenever I walk by, so it's like I'm shopping in a store when I come in my closet. And this is also where all of my PR comes to live before I can ever use it. I keep it on this shelf here. Like these two are just where I keep all the PR that I get before I can work through it or do giveaways, gift it to you guys, keep it, give it to a friend before I can get to it. Like when I'm trying to get rid of the boxes, it's gonna go up here so I can keep an eye on everything that I have, and everything gets used and nothing expires and it goes to the right places. So I needed a good place to display it because in my last place I kept it in like a pantry and I would have products in there for like 2 years. I feel like they would go to waste. This is also these are all the same shelves. I had to drill this one to make it skinnier to fit in here, and that was another DIY that made this closet look a little bit more custom. You know, for the aesthetics and for the vibes, is that I made this a little bit skinnier so that it would fit perfectly on the top of this dresser, because originally it did not fit in the middle. It took me 4 times of going to Lowe's and like using their little chopper to get that right. It was another quite stressful DIY, but I love it. I can't stop. I want to build everything. I want to build the house. If I could build this by myself, I would. So right here, we'll start here, the entryway hallway. I really wanted to have pictures of people that I love, people that loved me in my place, because I was just like, I've never had pictures up anywhere, but I couldn't figure out how I wanted to do it. So I just printed a lot of pictures black and white and made the little mini mural of like all the people that I love, my siblings, my nephew, my nieces, my brother, just, you know, all the people that I love me, my mom, my best friends. They're all up here. Moving to the bathroom. So the wicker theme that was in the previous apartment, it just kind of all moved in here. I had 2 bathrooms that were both this wicker theme. So I had an excess of wicker items. So they all just went in here. I had wicker, everything, wood, everything. I really dug deep into that theme, guys. So as you can see, that's where everything is right now. I have wicker rugs and wicker mirrors and just so much wickers in here. I have a tub, like a full tub that I'm able to come in, like take showers in. As you can see, I'm not showers, baths in. I rarely do. I've probably taken like 1 bath in here, but it's still, I have the option. I like that I have the option. So until I figure out what I want to do with all these things in here, they're gonna live in here. So moving into the guest bedroom, like I said, this is where all of my previous apartment things went to die. My old theme was gray and white, and I didn't want to take any of that into this new place. Like I was bringing color into my new space, but I was able to keep the bed frame. As of right now, it's a guest bedroom, so I figured there was no reason for me to get rid of the bed. I wanted a second bed in here. In my old place, my second bedroom was an office, but when I moved to Charlotte, I really wanted my home to be more so about community. My previous place was kind of about like creating a safe space for myself, but this time I was in such a happy space when I moved here. I wanted my space to be about having guests, having company, making friends, having people over, having people be comfortable staying over, not having a blow up mattress like in the living room. I wanted them to have their own space on the other side of the house. So it was really important for me to keep my old bedroom set, or at least have a bedroom set in here. And I just changed out all the sheets to like yellow, and then I kept all the things that were gray and just kind of plug them in. There's no real rhyme or reason to this room. It's just like I tried to incorporate some color and also just keep the other stuff so it wouldn't go to waste until I gave it away or sold it or someone needed it and it was time to buy a new bedroom set. There isn't much on the walls or anything in here, but I feel like it's perfect for when I have guests over. They never complain. They always, you know, like the vibes in here. My old TV went in here, and then yeah, I just added the yellow, I added the green. I also changed out the sheets in here, like whenever people come, like you never know what you're gonna get in here. I like to surprise them with the pops of color. And then these were my old bar stools that I haven't quite figured out what to do with yet. They're the old gray ones, but like I said, we had the grays and the darks in the other house, and now we have all color. So it's in here because there's other things in here that are gray. So it just makes more sense. And that is the guest bedroom. There's really not much to see here. Everything in here is just like a mosh podge of things that I picked up when I lived in Fayetteville. And I wanted to kind of, you know, pay homage to that space by keeping it around a little bit longer. But you know, it's separate. I'm making new memories with this stuff in here now. Hi, Penelope. Thank you. And I think that's all, like my whole space. I think that's everything. Thank you guys so much for coming over and looking at my space. You already know your girl does not gatekeep, so if you have any questions about anything in here, just ask me, and I'll see you guys in the next one.